It's a hot one. It's a hot one. It's a hot and sticky and a hot one. It's a hot one and it's a sticky one. It's a hot outside, it's a hot inside, and it's a hot one. And it's a hot, hot, hot in the summer. And it's a cold, cold, cold in the winter. And it's a hot. And it's a hot one. And it's a cold, it's a cold, it's a cold. It's a hot, 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 then it's cold, cold, cold. It's a hot, 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 really hot, then it's cold, and it's cold, and it's cold. It's cold, and it's cold, and it's so cold in the winter in this area, in this region. And it's a hot, 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 and then it's cold, cold, cold months, cold months, cold months. God, it's never right, and it's a climate change. It's a climate change. To say it's climate change, my God, it's a climate change. Well, we all knew it's a climate change. We all knew about the climate change, and we let it get so bad that now it's a crazy. Everything is a crazy. We're all burning up in the summer and in the winter. It's just we still got to go outside. We always did, but it's just so cold in comparison to the summer. Because in the summer it's a hot it's a hot one. And then it's a hot for 6 months, and then for another 6 months it's a cold one. It's a cold, 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 cold. God, it's a cold, and it don't even snow on a Christmas. You know, there was a one day I got arrested and then I was like sitting there like this in the chair, and oh Lord, and I was like this in the chair, and you know what I did? I just looked and I said, cool it. I said, you know what? I am calm. I said, I am calm. I said, you cool it. And they said, you better start talking. And I said, I played the fifth. I ain't talking to you in this, and do something about that. And then they did it, and then they was asking me some stupid shit about Nam, and I was like, yeah. When I was in Nam, I just did what I was told. I said, good Lord, you just do what your supervisor tells you, that's all. And they said, you know, some stupid shit like, what'd you eat over there? And I said, whatever I could find when I was done killing everyone. Look, good Lord, if you didn't have no food, you'd just eat a Namese with a side of Namese rice. Okay? Lord, and they asked me, did you kill him? I said, well, who didn't kill him in Nam? If he's in Nam, you killed him. That's what you were doing there in the Nam. In Nam, Viet Cong, in Nam, and wherever we was, you just shooting them and throwing grenades and hiding and throwing them in the bunker, and then we get quiet and you start looking around for shit. You know, like whatever was around. And you get there and there'd be old scared people. And, you know, you just kill them. And you just, if there was a baby crying, you just stab them with your jackknife. And whatever. You know, who cares? Because that's what you do in America as a patriot. I am a patriot. You know what? I get back over there into the States, and they said, we don't like your kind. How do you not like me? I did everything I was told. I killed them Namis. I did what I was told. I killed them all. And then I come home and nobody got nothing for me. And I can't hardly get a job. And nobody likes me. Nobody's looking at me. And I just get all filled with the hate. And I just want to kill. You know? I just, look. Now, you're talking about my ex and this and that and all them women that I married and left. And then I have, oh God, I can't even count how many children I have. Because the women's, and they're all over me because I'm from the military. And you know, good Lord, when I was a kid, you know, just the little old children, my mom, she lived above an old bar or tavern, and she used to serve them, and you know, with all this and that, and the hair and whatever. And she, you know what? She was a goddamn floozy, a whore and a slut. God, she was that. And then when that was the everyday life, because we lived above it. And I just would see it every day, that every night there would be a new man from the bar come upstairs, and she was a bona fide whore, I tell you. As all women are, bona fide slut, whore, bitches. And she would take them into the room. I'd be on the couch. They'd come out, put a $5 bill on the goddamn counter, and beat the living daylights out of me, and hitting me, and punching me, and kicking me, and kicking me in my balls like I wasn't a man and didn't have any. And then I go into the military, and then I kill them all, and I'm gonna come back and they say I'm a discharged. You know, a little doesn't hurt nobody. It made me a good man. And I wasn't in touch with the Lord the whole time. I just did what my superior, the Lord, and when I did this, you know, whatever that old, white snow told me to do. And that's it. And that's who I am. I'm just a man. Just like any other man is. And when I meet the woman, she's all like this, and my hair, and she's in my face with all that, and then she's like, "We's two now," and then I find out half the time they got a whole bunch of children they don't tell me about when I first meet them. They got 5 or 6 of them. Good. This one woman, I'm just trying to buy bananas from her, and she didn't tell me she had 2, and a tart and everything. And I was like, all right, well, I'll show her. And she was all like, "We's two." And so what I did was I came up with this plan, because I heard that in Hollywood that they wanted children, and like especially like the old Shirley Temple. And everyone liked to Shirley, you know? And everyone hugging, kissing Shirley, and it made everybody happy. So when my baby came out with this woman, she was so cute and sweet. And everybody liked her, said she was a Gerber baby. And I just liked her. She's the only one I liked. The only baby. Good Lord, I had so many of them, and they all just look like, like animals. Like little squirrels or something. I just a little cat, a little kitten or something, and they just want and want. Anyway, this little baby come out so pretty and like an angel. And I said, "Lord, we're gonna go to Hollywood with her and make her a big star." Because I heard that they want the little babies. And you just could sell them. Literally. I liked loved her and I wanted her to have a better life. And I heard someone will come to you and they pay you for the child. Okay, so you just give it over and they give you $1 million for that baby. And then you see them, and for the rest of your life you see them on the silver screen. And they's beautiful and have everything, and they got heaven. And then you got heaven too, because you got $2 or $3 million. And you got a car, Jaguar, and everything. Well, we gets there, and nobody wants me. And I got this crazy wanted all the time, this, all the time, just to want it. And everywhere is it. And I can smell it and I taste it and I want it. And that's all I want. So I get there, and then there's the white snows everywhere, and I like it, and I always wanted it, and I always just want it and everything. And they had all kinds of things. And then the women's following me home, and my wife is out to cleaning toilets, and I try to get a job in technology, and I take my daughter, my little baby, with me, showing them I got a baby, and the wife, and living in a little house, and I'm gonna put her on the big screen because she's so darn cute. My God. Do you see her? She's a little on the TV, wants to be dancing and talking to the TV, and I want to get inside of it. So, and that is, I remember now. And that woman, she was a trouble. And that little baby, you know what? They took that child, and the woman didn't talk to me no more. And they thought they could get away. And just because they went to the courts. And I called them after all the courts and everything got over. And I called her. I said, I want to talk to my daughter. And she's about 3.5. I said, use my daughter. Use my daughter. And that's enough. And I said, you know what she said? She said, we don't want you. Literally, my little 3-year-old said, don't come around, we don't want you. But she didn't sound like her mother. And I was like, who is that? Some other little 10-year-old? Got a Hollywood voice. And I said, Lord, I need me a cigarette.